Hi guys, today I'm going to be vlogging, because I know you miss me, just complaining and stuff, because that's all I really do. So, I cut my hair, and I got these really cool glasses from my friend's camp. So today I'm going to be vlogging about bullying. I know, so many people have been bullied, and I know I'm not the only one, but I'd just like to give you my story as to, what's happened to me my whole life, because I've been bullied my whole life, and, yeah, pretty much that gist. So, yeah, let's get started. I guess, I guess I'll give you a story. In 7th grade, I, was always being told, that I was too skinny. I didn't, is there actually being too skinny? Is that a thing now? Are you serious? I don't even know. That makes me, like, what the fuck for a second. Anyway, so, they told me that I was too skinny, and then people that, like, I even trusted started getting in on the rumor. People who were my friends even started telling people that I was, like, going so far into feeding these lies that I was anorexic, and I was bulimic. I mean, not that it might not be true, but I trusted them. I trusted them, and that's what happens. That's what happened when I trusted someone. They told people, somebody that I trusted told someone that I didn't like my problems. That's how so many things got around. So, now I have trust problems. Yay! And even more recent story, I'll give you another story. There was a girl who I would go so far to say I was in love with her. I was in love with her. And, she started telling everyone that I was self-harming. Just telling everyone. People I didn't really care about. People who didn't really faze me. I go out of my way to trust someone again, and that's what happens. So, I guess my problems aren't really with bullies, it's with having crappy friends. Whatever. The bullies would tell me, if your life's so depressing, why don't you kill yourself? Yeah, my town really isn't that great of a place. That's why I moved. That's why I'm with my dad now. They told me, why don't I just kill myself? I'm really not worth anybody's time. One person even went out of the way to follow me home, and they got out of their car, and they followed me up to my stoop. I didn't know that they were there until they grabbed me by my shirt, and they moved me so I was facing them, and said that if my life is so horrible, why don't I just kill myself? And I didn't want to say anything. but what I said really didn't make it any better, but I said the only reason that I'm still living is because I like seeing how pitiful your face looks when you get angry that I'm still alive. But it's true. I'm kind of a cynical person, but it's true because, the thing, you shouldn't really copy off of me because what I'm about to say is kind of messed up. The thing about bullies and me now is, I enjoy how much they think it's funny that they're hurting me, you know? Like, I really get a kick out of how they think that what they say bothers me, because it doesn't. It's just words. You know, I'm not trying to preach again, I'm not trying to preach that there is no God, but someone put words, someone put language in this world so people could communicate. And that's what they abuse their power on. That's what they abuse their power on, is trying to make people feel insignificant about themselves. It's pitiful. It's very, very sad. My corset's being a motherfucker. Oh, it broke. Oh, that's depressing. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. There we go. Yeah, so it's pitiful. They abuse their power. You know, back in the old days, if, you know, you said that you didn't know who you were talking to and you were like, hey, your wife's a motherfucker, I don't know, and that person happened to be a king, they would get their tongue cut off, you know? Maybe it's just me. But I think that they're abusing their power. Back to topic, I view it a very cynical way, where I think that it's funny that what they say bothers me, because it doesn't. You know, I learned from a person who isn't a very great person from my past, but I learned from a person that, you know, never mind. I learned from a person that words, things that people call you shouldn't really affect you. You know, the person that I learned this from, he never really had to deal with bullying. It was an ex-boyfriend of mine. He never really had to deal with bullying. Well, until I came into his life. But he never really had to deal with bullying. And he taught me that, you know, your life, you are so much more. You are worth so much more. Your whole life is worth so much more than being a faggot. Your life is worth so much more to people. People you might think hate you, but deep down, if you died the next day, there are going to be so many people. I see all the time about how girls and guys kill themselves because they're being bullied, and I cry. I take the time out of my day to cry. I used to be suicidal. I was put in a hospital. I used to be suicidal. I know how that feels. And now I know. Now I think suicide is the most selfish thing that you can do. I believe that there is no justification for suicide. There is no way to justify it because someone out there loves you. I love you. And even if that doesn't matter, I love you. I love you. If you have friends, they love you. I'm always here to talk. You know? I'm always here with open arms. Because I love people. They might not love me, but I love people. Anyway. you just because somebody calls you a name doesn't mean that you are one. Don't stoop so low. Don't jump so quick to be labeled. Don't jump so quick to get hurt. Because what they're saying isn't true, and it might be everyone in your school, and trust me, I know how that feels. But as long as you can confide in someone, they care about you. As long as somebody is willing to listen to you, they care about you. Thanks for watching, you guys.